things because being busy of reason. I had a dream of Squid Game, but everyone was squids in Splatoon. Oh, it's that funny thing with Squid Game. When anyone ever brings it up, that's all I hear. I literally only hear people talking about Splatoon. Splatoon is life. It's at one life. Splatoon, but it's one life. Oh, it took me a while to understand that one. All right. I might take this opportunity to jump into the Let's Watch because it's gonna be, it's not too long, but it gives me a time to just warm up. Let's do it. Let's check out the Animal Crossing Direct. Let's jump in. All right, so I've already watched this. I watched this live. This is why I'm a bit tired today because I stayed up late for it. But yeah, Ekin, this is a really good direct. Hold on to your butts, chat. Here we go.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to the Animal Crossing.
Something is kind of nostalgic getting this like little music now because it's been a while. If you guys don't know, I actually started streaming with Animal Crossing, so kind of was like a big part of early stream days for me.
The update is scheduled to be
We were waiting for a lot of this all that time too. Yeah, November 5th, so we have to wait till November 5th for all of this. You think Splatoon is famous for YouTube? I feel bad for you. Fans of the show are yeah, I saw Lydia's been having issues. Don't worry, she'll be fine.
This is The Roost, a cafe owned by the composed Brewster.
Brewster's back, chat. We were kind of wondering where it was going to sit in the museum, considering they put that the like art display on the second floor. So having it on the top left makes sense. But yeah.
You might run into some island residents here.
Those I might actually put on subtitles for this as well.
By using the Animal
But yeah, it looks
Crossing
nice.
Amiibo figures and Amiibo
We knew that it was
cards,
going to have like a lot of amiibo stuff.
characters of your choosing. Some of them may bring along company as well.
Have you gone back and watched the VOD already, Zigzagoon? Tsuchinoko? I wonder what this. You'll have to send me a picture of what the Tsuchinoko looks like. I'm wondering what it looks like in this game.
Savor a relaxing cup of joe together.
And sit together, have coffee. This is for CJ. Can't unload dumb initial D meme to Discord because the bot thinks it's explicit. That's funny. Sometimes things get triggered. I don't know why. Captain's back. Holy shit. Captain being back was not expecting this because we already have island stuff, but we had the dock there, so the dock is actually used now. You didn't encounter Noko, but not Noko itself. Oh, okay.
Sea shanties. Your destination is a hidden gem that only
Dislike ratio. 1K dislikes when it was last time I saw it was 13K. I'll have a look at the percentages after this. I imagine this got like a crazy good percentage. But those, okay, so new islands, which is fun. I don't know if they're gonna be super useful, but those vines instantly knew that we were going to have like we knew that we were going to have permanent ladders because of that.
The island's undergoing some changes. Looks like Harv wants to create a plaza.
And I'm so glad this. Look in the background. Look who are back. You can see them already.
Consider contributing some bells to the cause.
They're coming back. So
eventually, familiar island visitors
essentially the city is back.
Set up shop here.
But the city's back in a different way. So I'm really looking forward to this coming back. And this is the best thing ever. Cyrus being in the game and Cyrus actually crafting us stuff. Oh my god. This is something we've been dying for. We no longer have no control over stuff. We can finally do exactly what we want. Like everything here is just stuff that we were like really just twiddling our thumbs for.
Harriet might teach you some newly added hairstyles.
These are new from Cappy from folk from Kirby? Cappy folk. Tortimer, I know Tortimer's. I saw Tortimer. They don't really talk about him, but Tortimer's back. Hey, Jumpy. This one was funny. I wasn't. This is kind of the weird one that was unexpected, which is your little exercise routine. Maybe I need this in the morning, chat. It just uses motion controls.
Join in by using either button
It's kind of cute. I kind of like the PJs.
Joy-Con controller.
It's just the Dance Animal Crossing version. It's the Just Dance Animal Crossing version. It's very slow, Armin.
Stretch it out together when you invite friends to
Wish you could get it. It reminds you of the New Leaf. That Anka video I saw going around part of the update.
The resident representative can now enact island ordinances.
Do you want it to be, CJ?
Take the early bird ordinance, for example.
So this is really good. So I didn't know that this was a thing in older games, but apparently ordinances change how active time period of animals or your villagers, which is so cool. Like, I didn't know that was a thing at all. New houses.
You can modify your home's exterior to match your island's landscape. Also,
We have a little Japanese house. Everyone's just gonna make Japanese houses now. I like my house though. I really like my house. This is fucking crazy. If you remember my streams on the amount of stuff I had and just how crazy it was for me to just organize a lot of my shit, that's like 4 times as large as what it used to be. So ordinances can also make more flowers fluctuate and fluctuates the currency. Oh really? Oh cool. More recipes, but what's cool about this is it's food. So we actually have got a little farm now. Remember how I said they are totally adding farms to Animal Crossing? Those pumpkins were just straight up farm stuff.
Potatoes.
So we're totally going to be able to have a little farm life now in Animal Crossing, and we get to cook little meals, and those little meals act as like a more powerful version of a stack of items that can like food. Like food just works better if you like cook it. So not super helpful for late game people unless you're really crafting up your island continuously, but very handy for early game, I think.
Decorating license, lighting and ceiling decor can be added to each room.
Stardew Crossing. Well, the thing is, it's Harvest Moon. Like, we've just been watching as like Animal Crossing becomes more like Harvest Moon.
To give a single wall a different pattern.
What does the food do? The food gives you a buff, essentially. Allows you to, because the food buffs allow you to like knock trees, break rocks. I think that's most of what it allowed you to do. It was mostly so you could do more destructive stuff.
Including park fencing.
This is sick. I love this. If you know me, I love using fencing, and these are shorter fences. It's so good. Harvest Crossing. You have to harvest your own animals. I could tell. There's also, if you haven't noticed, there's new animals around in this trailer as well. All this stuff makes me want to play AC. I know, that's the problem now. I saw this and I kind of had this dread feeling where if I've already played this game a fuck ton, like a stupid amount. I probably wouldn't play it in the same way we did on streams previously, but I probably have days where I do crafts more. But yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of scary, the idea that all of this is coming in. But first person camera is pretty fucking good. You never played Horizons? You used to watch my streams back then, but yeah, that's right, you weren't on the island. This is cool. I love the one wallpaper. Really good. There's so much. By the way, it's really hard to talk over this because it's just goes. There's so much stuff in this. Like, have they fixed the nightmare that is wanting to craft more of one of the item? That's the real update. Probably not, CJ. I imagine that there might be a few little things in here that they haven't talked about, but I think that this is like, I think this is it. Presentation got me to load up my islands, start seriously landscaping, really jumpy. I would hold off, because there's stuff here that makes me curious whether or not... So, they talk about it in this is actually the final update for this particular, for Animal Crossing, this particular Animal Crossing. which is kind of frustrating in a sense, because there's 1 or 2 extra things that this show off during this that I kind of wish they were added as a different service.
By redeeming your Nook miles.
But beards are an option? Yeah, I've got a couple of beards.
When your pockets fill up from the day's activities.
Need to head up. Have you guys? Yeah, no problem, Arky. Thank you for the raid. You have a good night. Or good day. Good day. Good day, mate. This is the full release. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think they're doing any more updates. I think this is it.
Or take them out.
But yeah, storage outside. Fucking shit, that's so big.
This ABD should
The ABD outside is so much stuff that is just quality of life stuff. Taking out a whole river, destroying bridges takes, I know, it's jumpy, it takes so long. This game just takes a long time to do anything. So all the little things they add really do add up to help us.
And KK Polka.
I love the anime one, it's Kaiba, he's just Kaiba.
You can even enjoy them from this
Hey, Superwoman.
sounding music box, a newly added furniture item.
I'm totally gonna have that playing.
Looks like something's buried underground.
Look, oh my god, that little tease. They teased it throughout it, and then there they are, they're back, baby! It's a squeezer. I love them too. Look how cute they are. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Into a lovely gyroid overnight.
Overnight. I wasn't sure of the time frame. Okay, so it's overnight.
Gyroids have grown on your island. You may find more the day after it rains.
Look at how good the gyroids look now.
Gyroids
Look how
make
cute they
rather
are.
Interesting sounds. Experiment with different gyroid combinations, or use them with music to bask in fresh harmonies.
I love the
Gyroids
gyroids
can be
so much.
customized to match a room's atmosphere.
They're fantastic. I'm so excited they're back, and they look better than ever. They used to be these chunky large lads, but just used to be you'd only be able to have like 1 or 2 of them, but you can have so many now.
Never been seen before.
So yeah, there's new items as well. Kind of just assumed that would happen, but so this is the important one. Permanent ladders, chat. Permanent ladders, as well as increase in terms of like having like ramps and bridges, which is really good. I got my Switch back. Animal Crossing take forever, but stories are good and my controller's acting up now. Oh no! No! Oh, Superwoman. You're doing dens, so if I want in, not at the moment, but maybe in the future, Superwoman.
It's a great way to navigate tight spots in rooms.
Oh, man, thank God, because that's one of the problems I have. Did you see the froggy chair there? People saw the froggy chair and went nuts.
So much time together on the island.
Daimono streamer setup is it item in game? I know that big setup.
Or make a surprise visit to yours.
They didn't say anything about vines and growing and glowing weeds. Well, you can take them, Armin, so I assume that you can bring them back. They'd be able to bring it back to your island. It'd be weird if you didn't. But the glowing ones are there, and the vines are there. So they were off on the other island, Armin. So we get them from the one that we do with the captain. But yeah, that was a lot. But the thing is, this update, this direct keeps going. Because there's another thing they add, and then they put in more stuff in here. So that's the free update. So that's everything you get free. That's all, like, you don't have to pay for any of that. That's really cool. I really like that. But there's a new paid DLC, which they're adding to the game, which we'll see in a moment here. I would have been just happy with that, honestly. That was totally enough for me. But, like, from here, it, like, wasn't really sure what was going to be shown to us.
Our destination is this archipelago, made up of several islands.
They're very pretty. I know, I'm really looking forward to them. I think glowing items are fantastic in the new lighting system, and new lighting and stuff like that looks really good. Did you see that? There's pillars and ruined stuff. I really want those.
Happy Home Paradise.
So this is paid DLC. So all the really good stuff is in the base free stuff. Look at the little monkey. You get little monkeys. It's very cute. But then this is a Happy Home Designer's job that you would be doing. So you can let your creative go wild. He's a little lemur? Yeah.
The goal of paradise planning is to help characters
Chairman
acquire
McCracken?
dream vacation homes.
Does it look like in post-game dungeon a lot tougher? Yeah, well, I'll have to do the post-game stuff off stream at some point, Zigzagoon. Sounds like there's still quite a lot to do.
Her dream vacation home is filled with lots and lots of bears. Let's make her dream a reality. First, select the
I want the
island
monkey on
which
my island. I
vacation
know,
home will be
it's always
built.
funny when they show off NPCs and you're like,
Each
shit,
island
I
has
wish that was on my
distinct
island.
features. Yards, for instance, may differ from island to island.
Cactuses, did you see that? There was like a desert area. One on ice. Like, there's all these various locations that we don't have on our island. I want to be friends with the mushroom gator. I like the dugong.
Once you arrive on the island, take a tour of the home.
So this is kind of at the
Designated
slowdown
furniture
point
requested by the
in the
client.
reveal in this,
After that,
because this is a
everything
completely
else
new
is up to
like
you.
sort of job system-y thing that they're trying to
Recommended
explain.
furniture from
I think it's a bit better than
Paradise
the
will only be
the
available.
photo ops, because I think the photo ops didn't really turn out exactly how they wanted, and I don't know if I saw too many people using crazy. But if you're like a Sims fan, if you like The Sims, if you like crafting houses and stuff like that, this stuff is usually for you.
Spice up a wall
You can be a
with some
landlord,
as well.
Pog. Pretty much. You're a landlord that also decides what their house looks like as
It
well.
looks fantastic.
Man, I love the one
While you're
wall
at it,
color
why not
thing. It's
suggest
so good.
ideas for the yard? Not only can you place furniture,
So, okay, so this is where we're in the realm of hopefully we get this stuff
plant trees,
on our island. This is what I'm now a little frustrated because this stuff I want on the actual island. Look at how quick this is.
The home's
Look how nice this
location and
is
exterior
to
can be
make
modified too.
landscapes.
and with the ability to
I
modify the
just wish
season,
that we
time of
had
day,
this
and
on our
weather,
normal island
you
now.
can bring a design to life that's in perfect harmony with nature.
You will not be getting. I know, Ramen. It kills me. I
Seems like
want
the
that as like a
client's pretty
post
happy.
like patch, because it's too good. I can be Tom Nook and make
As
them
you
pay for
continue
houses.
exploring
I don't think you
vacation
can.
homes,
I think
you'll acquire various
I don't know
design
how you get
techniques.
paid in this DLC, but they talk about it like a job.
For example, adjusting the size of the interior.
Oh,
By
look at
modifying
this.
its width
Look
or
at this.
length, more
Look how
creative
good this
design
is.
options will become available.
Froggy chair. All right, wait for it. Now the newest cool thing
addition, you
that
can
kills
use
me.
petition
This
walls
better
to divide
be
the space.
something they add to real Animal Crossing. Look, you can make petitions. This is something you can't do. Why is this in the DLC just in this area?
Pillars that support the ceiling.
Look at, look.
Each can help change
Oh,
how the home is
and look at it.
structured.
Look at how nice that is. I love it so much.
Lighting can be adjusted as well.
You get paid in
to
island
enhance
bucks?
the overall mood.
Bells?
And you can incorporate soundscapes.
I don't
to add depth
understand.
to the home's
I don't understand.
atmosphere.
Later you can bring them back home.
Finally,
You can for
furnishing
them,
give a
not for
finishing
us though,
touch to the
Armin.
interior design.
That's the thing. We'll talk about that in a
Polishing
moment.
furniture with care,
It's not an easy way
and
to make
some
your
of
villagers
them
leave your
will
island
be
without
added.
cards. Yeah. I hope they fix that. I don't know what
Why
this...
not give your
The polish
furniture
thing
a
is
new
interesting.
flourish?
Because it just makes certain items shine, and then apparently some items will
After a
do
hard day's
extra
work,
things if you...
head
So like
back to
those
the
butterflies
office to
appeared
get
and stuff.
compensated for your efforts. A shop
Are you
space within the
sure?
office sells rare
What about
furniture
bells or
that
the
may be
island
hard
bucks?
to find on your island. Once purchased, you can take it home with you.
Oh, right. That's what you meant, Jumpy. Pokey. I didn't realize that. That was a different currency. I missed that when I watched it the first time around.
As
Kind of
you
why I'm
receive
rewatching
more
it, honestly.
requests, more furniture will become available. Why
I relate to
not
that
visit clients you've
manatee.
helped
He's
out
a good
before?
boy.
It might be good to suggest remodeling their vacation home with different
You know
furniture.
what time it is.
What time is it, Selmas? It's Animal Crossing time?
With your recommendation, 2 clients can share a
Thank you for the
vacation
bits, also,
home.
Selmas.
We hope they love sharing their new piece of paradise.
Is the gym badge polishing from Gen 4 remakes? Only good feature. Well, I think we'll watch actually some of that footage today, actually, as well,
The island
CJ.
on
We'll
which
watch that
Lottie's
soon, because
Paradise
we'll do the
Planning
news after
Office
this.
is located has a lot of vacant buildings. You can help Lottie design these as well to make the island even more robust. Take schools, for example.
Yeah, we did know that,
Design them by drawing
Zigzagoon.
inspiration from your
They were
own
very
memories,
powerful. They were
or
probably the
perhaps
strongest
school of your dreams
in our
instead.
party. Beat my
Other facilities
after we do this let's watch Selma's. Hold that thought.
You may be delighted seeing others using the facilities you've designed.
Oh, so good. I'm so excited for some of this stuff.
The vacation homes you design are captured in photos as design samples, then recorded in the Paradise Planning
Are you being sarcastic, CJ, or not?
To view the portfolio,
A lot of people are very upset with them.
Happy Home Network. From the app, you can visit the homes of previous clients and see how they're doing.
I want that deer. I want that deer. Chino is
By
cute
connecting
as
online,
living fuck.
you'll be
She
able
might be
to
one of my
share your
favorite
designs
villages
with
ever.
people from all over the
But
world.
oh man, and they're online and
All
stuff
of
like
the
that. This is
designers
so
you
good.
like.
I really can't wait to see what people
And
do.
view their
Sparky
designs to
eyes?
spark inspiration
Wait, you want
for
my
your own.
eyes to change? Hang on,
Use the Animal Crossing series Amiibo figures and Amiibo cards to invite clients of your choosing and discuss their ideal vacation
there you
homes.
go. Oh, wow, they go red. I didn't even think about that. They go
Design
red in this
vacation
form.
homes for these busy individuals.
Demon eyes. Oh, thank you. I actually really love that,
The
Shabo.
vacation
Welcome on in.
homes you design for them will hopefully make them very happy.
Oh, the brothers. I'll die for sure.
Designs
I know you
acquired
would, Summers.
While working with a Paradise Planning team can be used on your island.
Reminds me of Link's Awakening remake. I don't know if to that degree. I'm not a huge fan of it.
Corners, pillars.
Oh shit. Oh, okay. They do come to your house. Oh, okay. I didn't realize they. I must have missed this when we were watching it. Soundscapes.
You can
Oh,
also
that's
polish your
dope.
own furniture to spruce
Man,
up your home.
I missed this bit. I must have been talking over it with
And
friends.
by gifting your residents a special souvenir from Paradise Planning, they may become interested in what the archipelago has to offer.
Oh god, there's so much content. Help me, chat. If I play this, I'm never leaving Animal Crossing.
Who
Help.
knows? Someday, after you've designed a certain number of homes,
And you can remodel their
you may
houses.
be
And
able
you
to
can bring it
suggest
back to
home
their
models
island.
to your island residents.
Oh, it's so good. This DLC is amazing. I love it so much.
What do you think? Turning every character's dream into a reality with thorough and creative design. That's the work of Paradise Planning.
He didn't say how to help. Wait, who?
There's a spot open for you to join their team and start designing. Animal Crossing New
Have it
Horizons
wishlisted?
Happy Home Paradise
Can't wait to give Bob an
launches on
even
November
dirtier
5th.
floor.
There's additional content for Animal
Oh
Crossing
god,
New
yeah, you are in
Horizons.
complete control.
Pre-orders
Should have
begin
named
October
Vax
29th
Orochi.
on Nintendo
Oh, did
eShop.
you? Yeah, if you didn't put your money
You can
down for it, I
purchase Animal
probably wouldn't have
Crossing
remembered
New
Zigzagoon.
Horizons Happy Home Paradise
Oh, shit.
on its own, or experience
Taxi.
the paid additional content as
Alright, I'm gonna pause quickly.
DaiMonologue.
Thank you for the sub, Taxi. Welcome on in. 2 months. Froggy Chair. Chat's going crazy about Froggy Chair. Taxi, have you played Animal Crossing? Are you excited for this? Wait, like man, I'm worried because this might end up being my stream life again. I might be trapped in Animal Crossing hell again, but we'll see.
Yo, will this
Froggy
make me
chair.
a choo-choo train driver?
Will this make me? No. There's a certain threshold. We need one more threshold, which I don't know what was the third one. Something else. I don't know. Something else has got to happen apparently. You know about the Stranger in Paradise? Yeah. Of course I do. Shabo. I played both the demos. I played a lot when New Horizons came out. God, Taxi. That's a crazy experience to stream it. I don't know if you ever did stream it, but like, holy crap! Just a lot of stuff. I was given a lot about the stuff during the period that I did that. So I zoomed through a lot of the content, and then we just hung out with people on different islands. But yeah. All right. So that's all the content for the Animal Crossing New Horizons. However, the DLC itself can either be purchased, supposedly, or the other thing is it's in this expansion pack, and this is probably when we enter the realm of what we'll discuss during the news about the expansion pack. But
Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack.
Essentially, the DLC is being added to the expansion pack. So if you don't already know, the Nintendo Online Switch Online is getting updated to have an expansion pack, which will give you the N64 emulator games and the Genesis games, and it will give you the DLC. So my assumption is this expansion pack will start to become very, very like things will start being tacked into it. So you'll either get it from new stuff being added to the expansion as time goes on, a lot of Nintendo exclusive stuff. And I feel like that's where they'll have that stuff live. So you'll either be able to purchase it separately for a fee, or it will be in the expansion pack, which I think is going to be a weird thing, because then it brings up the category of what happens if you stop paying for the expansion pack, but you have services and systems that you got from the DLC. So you can get what you want out of the DLC as fast as you can, then stop paying for the expansion pack. How much of it will still be, like, you get to keep and it'll be fine and stuff like that, because you learn all the systems, you learn all the upgrades to your houses, and then you will stop using, and then you can just forget about it, because like if you don't care about designing houses and stuff like that, that would probably be the only thing you're losing. I wonder what happens to the DLC content. Yes, that's what I was talking about, Taxi, just then. It also require you to be online to play. It will always require you to be online with... Well, that's the funny thing. With the Nintendo Switch Online, you'll have that already, because if you want to play online with people. But the expansion pack, I don't think has any online requirements per se around... Because it looks like that DLC doesn't have any online features related to it. So when we get Daimono's Crossing... It might be more real than you think in a weird way. We'll have to fight a cat that kind of looks like, but you can't rename him anyway. I want the GameCube games. I want some of the older Harvest Moon games. I know. I would like that too, Superwoman. Honestly, I was actually thinking of showing off those way back when, but yeah. This is what upsets me is the price jump. If I get the expansion, will it lose the DLC? Will it affect my save? No, it doesn't look like it affects your save. We'll understand it more as time goes on, but they won't have made something that will have impacted that sort of thing. But yeah, the expansion pack is the starting point for it. Like this is going to be very, very, like, it will build up, because when like the Xbox and the PlayStation expansion packs first came out, they had to build up too. They were terrible when they first were announced, but I probably won't click on those now, Zigzagoon, because we're trying to get through the news at the moment. But I mean, I like to authenticate. You have Nintendo Online version of the DLC, and you play with that content when you're out of the house and not on Wi-Fi. That's true. I didn't even think about that, Taxi. That's a very, very true point. Could you just put your Switch into offline mode on the day that you let your thing expire, and then it just keeps it? Or will it have an authentication every single time you try to do it? And we already know that Animal Crossing has a real bad problem with online. Like, that bringing people to and from islands, the instability of a lot of that stuff, the fact that going to some of the dream islands and stuff could be a little troublesome at times. Like, does that mean that this DLC will have a checkpoint every single time you try to interact? My assumption is that, Taxi, it will be anytime you try to leave the island, that's when it'll have to check. And then that means you won't be able to play that out and about, which will be curious. To realize we could get the DLC separate. The expansion pack is not like a pack since it's expensive. It said nothing about it. Yeah, so that's the thing I wasn't sure about, Kit, and they still haven't made that quite clear. I think we'll know probably closer to the release of this. But yeah, the way it words it here is, I'll get rid of the captions, but so it says Animal Crossing New Horizons Happy Home Paradise also available as part of the Nintendo Switch Online. It says also available as part of the Nintendo Switch Online expansion, but it says that there is another section that talks about that it is a you can buy it as a separate product, so we'll see. You can get the expansion is there a price out there? Is there a price specifically about this kit?
Switch Online. Please visit the official website. for
DLC,
more details
down
on Nintendo
Daimono
Switch
loadable
Online Plus
content.
expansion pack.
You just get my face on everything. It's like the it's like getting the includes Dante from the Devil May Cry
In
series.
addition, the 5th series of the Animal Crossing amiibo cards.
So yeah,
will
if
be
you're
available.
an amiibo fiend, then
48 cards, including characters.
did the
previously
USD price
not
on the direct?
amiibo cards.
Oh, did it? Where does it say it? Did I miss it somewhere? Oh, here we go. Oh, thank you, Taxi. Yeah, so holy shit, that's $50. Man, that's Nintendo pricing for sure. $50. $50 Australian. That's crazy. That's pretty expensive for an upgrade. Didn't realize it was that expensive. Holy shit. Oh man, the expansion pass is $50. Is $150. Well, so I'll talk about the expansion pack stuff later, but yeah, holy shit. That's an expensive DLC. But that's Nintendo. Nintendo's generally premium in price. Isn't like $25? Oh, maybe you're right, Taxi. I don't know. I haven't looked at the conversion rates at the moment, but I always just double it in my head. AUD to USD, or vice versa. So what is it? 25 USD to AUD. 34. Okay, yeah. Wow, shit. America's dollar's fallen a lot for us. Okay, that's not as expensive. 34, 35 is not the worst. Still pretty expensive. I would say it should be 25 Australian, honestly, for that amount of content, because it's good content, but I don't know if it's, to me, that's the price of a full new game. That price range, which is pretty nutty. Lima is called Nico. When are we getting GTA 4? God. Conversion rates can be damned. Australia tax and Nintendo. Yeah, it usually there's quite a big enough mark. I would actually say it's probably going to be closer to 50, but we'll see. I don't know if I kind of get it, Kit, but at the same time I kind of don't. But is that Salmas? You have no idea. We literally did that pun yesterday. But yes, I am daimonic this week. But yeah, I'm extremely excited by this. As much as people might be
November 5th.
not too into the price range of it and worried about the expansion pack, the content, just what is free is really insane. And what is free is really good, but then what is in the DLC is very good also. Like this was just a killer direct. Like I God, there's a little moment you have with the dugong. I like that.
See ya on November.
Oh, you made it up. Oh, I thought someone else did. Salma, sorry. But yeah, I am very worried. I'm very, very worried. We might be in a scenario here where I might straight up lose my life to Animal Crossing again. I thought I was free, but they keep pulling me back in. But yeah, ironically, we were planning to do a bit of Animal Crossing for the Halloween stuff. If you guys have some Halloween islands in Animal Crossing that you want to go for us to check out, maybe we could go do that. That was something we did last year and that was very fun, but we could do that again. I summoned you, made you laugh, made you cry like Family Guy. Don't you bring up Family Guy in this chat, Selmas. What are you doing? But yeah, that was the direct. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. And now I think it'll be time for the news. I think that'll be the news will be what we're going to go into now, which we'll cover a little bit of this as well. But yeah, what did you guys think? I'm actually curious. What did you guys think of that Animal Crossing direct? Are you going to start playing again? Is it going to make you pick up Animal Crossing? Are you going to get the DLC? Are you going to upgrade your expansion packs, your expansion pass for this? I'm 100% upgrading my expansion pass. Like, I cannot wait to play online N64 games with friends, and it just being a lot easier than doing it through emulators and things like that. The other thing is, I I think because I do the family pass, I don't think the price range for me is like too insane. I think that it being a part of the pass is a bit funny. I wonder about like how the awkwardness of a lot of that will work, but yeah, my island isn't ready for visits. I have all my stuff from last year. Well, I'll have to visit your island, Superwoman. I heard that I also like Family Guy. I don't know where you heard that, Salmers. You making up blatant lies in my chat. I liked it, but I've not played AC for so long. I wish this came out like 6 months. I know. It's crazy, Taxi. This DLC, a lot of this stuff, it was so funny because they were releasing content patches that were very like lackluster, and then the idea that essentially that particular point where they stopped releasing new content was like, then we hit that point where it was like, oh, here's a shit ton of content that is really everything we wanted to be. I wish that they just did it over a slower period. There's so much here they could have actually released over a slower period of time, but there must have been something that happened in their dev cycle that just made them decide that they really wanted to like, for some reason, for some reason they decided that they wanted to have this particular content be released as a big pack and work on it at once. They wanted to take the time with it. COVID probably impacted them, so it changed up a lot of their development cycle stuff. Like, so it makes me curious, like, what actually happened internally about this one. I'm probably picking up Animal Crossing because of this now, because it's actually finished. It's funny you just say that, because the same thing happened with New Leaf in a weird way, where New Leaf felt like they could use more, and then they went, bam, we'll give you all of this. The exact same, are you going to get the DLC pickup in a dream? You're getting deja vu from watching me too much, apparently, Selma's. Had a face reveal in that dream? Selma's already imagining what I look like. Hey, Red Rover, welcome on in. Remember when they were showing off haircuts? Didn't one of them look exactly like Elijah Wood's face? Oh shit, did they? Did they do the Elijah Wood reference? That'd be really funny if that's the case. I like Tournament being back, but yeah. Nah, this is good. I'm super duper into this. I think they gave an extremely large amount of content for free. All stuff we wanted. And then that, I think that expansion pass, in a weird way, kind of is, the price range is kind of condoned by the fact of how much post-game content they have given to us. Because this game is kind of endless. Legitimately kind of endless. And with this amount of content, I think that they've now might have reached one of those like critical mass moments where there might be too much in the game now. There might be a point where people will never not play this game, in a sense. I have a vivid idea of what you look like too. Selma's has this imprint in the mind now. I love so much of this stuff. I could go through every little bit, but there's a million billion different things in this direct that I was like, exactly what we wanted. I don't think there was anything here that we were not excited for. I don't think there's anything here that if you're an Animal Crossing fan that you were asking for. That's just straight up you, Narukami, by the way. Alright. Well, I think that'll be all for the direct. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I legitimately was just shocked with how good this was. But we'll switch over now, and we're going to jump into the news, which we'll talk about the expansion pass and stuff during the news. So hold your horses. We're going to switch gears. It's time for the news.